Leave room for
Alright, now listen. This is what I see. This is what I seen. Now watch closely.
someone incredible to come into our lives.
I'm telling y'all. Look at her. She giving fuck, bro.
All right, fire 'em up. We go live and fire. It's time for ignition and straight up automobile pimp.
Good YouTube, this IQ Domino coming back at y'all with another motherfucker bang of a video. Now today, woman gets divorced from her husband and only to instantly regret it by the wall. You know what? Let's get right into it.
Women only dress for attention. Women only dress provocatively for men. Do you know how much more provocatively I would dress if men didn't exist? And I ain't even get.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we'll see several single and divorced women sharing their stories of how they ended up single, explaining why they're bothered by the question, why are you single? Before we begin, we want to thank you for being here. Your support means a lot to us. If you enjoy what you see, we invite you to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. We'd also love to hear your experiences in the comments. Your participation helps us grow and reach more people. Thank you for being part of our project. Let's get started.
Let's talk about feeling lonely in your marriage. I think that this is something that has been swept under the rug for a very long time, and most women don't feel comfortable talking about it. I got divorced 3 years ago. Before that, I did feel extremely lonely in my marriage, and I didn't talk to anyone about it. I felt ashamed and like it was my fault and that I had failed, and it was all internally something I was dealing with. I felt like I was supposed to support my partner and never say anything bad about him. So if I talked to my friends about how I was feeling, it was not being a supportive wife. It's all these things that aren't true. As women, we deserve to be supported and loved and taken care of, no matter what stage you're in, no matter how old your kids are. So just know that you deserve that. You deserve to be treated well and loved and supported, and that being lonely in your marriage is not okay. Work on it if you want to work on it. Leave if you want to leave, but know that you need to talk to people and that you will get through this one way or another.
If you look at this society, women are given all the power. If she wants to leave,
Okay, bro. Let me go ahead and break something down to y'all, man. It's for the real players. It's for the players only. Alright? When a woman feeling lonely in a relationship, and let's say, you, for example, you're feeling by yourself. You feeling like a woman not giving you no attention. You talking to her on the phone every day, and she not fucking with you. So you could just tell she not really there. She typing on something. She always on her phone while you talking to her. Shit like that. Alright? If she not paying attention to you, wouldn't you understand like that she don't really fuck with you? Wouldn't you feel like that? So you gotta understand, if you feel like that, a woman is going to feel 10 times worse if you actually do that to her, because it's a woman, because they're like 10 times more insecure, right? Now, I'm not saying I know exactly what's going on because I don't know the situation, but I do understand what she's saying when she says she'd feel alone in a relationship, in a marriage, because I've ran across plenty of women that are, single in marriages, and you give them a compliment and they be on your dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told a woman, I was like, listen, I told one of my bosses actually, I was like, listen, you smell nice today. You look nice today. You actually put yourself together nice. And she was so happy that she like treated me not. Keep in mind, she was my boss, and none of my bosses really liked me. But she was like so happy that I complimented her in that way that she basically let me do whatever I wanted when it came down to me. Like, I was the only employee, just off the simple fact that she was in a relationship where she wasn't happy. So I want y'all to understand, just for the players, this ain't for everybody that just want to, hear the bad shit. I'm just saying, like, you gotta understand that just because you married to her, I'm saying this for this. When you're in a relationship, you gotta actually be able to break shit down and be able to constantly connect with the person that you with. Now, me personally, I can connect with anybody, any woman, but I guess some people, they can be in the same household and never connect. Can't relate.
Eve, she can, no matter how much destruction is left in her wake. She just follows that emotion and forgets everything else. That's why I say women are loyal to their emotions. But something I've observed is that women always say men haven't matured as quickly as they have. The truth is, it's not like that. There's something I call the infatuation stage. This is the first level of a relationship when you're walking on eggshells to not upset your partner. Everything is beautiful and rosy. Usually, the man surpasses this stage, moves on to commitment and the responsibility of carrying a family. Women find it hard to move past the initial stages of a relationship because, as I said, they're addicted to this emotion and attention. It's hard for them to mature and understand that they won't receive as much attention anymore, and they have to pursue their own goals and family to be happy. That's why they say as a woman, I deserve. It's like, give me all this attention.
Listen, when you know how to talk to, when you start, like, whenever you really learn how to talk, what you're going to start to realize is that a lot of women want to give you their attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, and I say this is for the real players. Y'all know this, and this is why I usually be, whenever I comment on these kind of videos and I talk on these kind of videos, you know, it usually goes so hard, but I'm trying to go at it a different way to really help y'all improve. But whenever you really sit down and you think about it, she's thirsting for it. She's usually thirsting. You know what I'm saying? Like, most women that I come in contact with, I get to know them. The first beginning stage, they usually never really know me. So they really already got preconceived notions. They're already coming at me a certain way just off like the first few text messages. But when I really start talking to them, and I really start flirting with them, and I really start, you know, really kind of hinting that shit, I start really pushing the agenda that, like, you know, whatever I'm flirting on, whenever I'm really pushing the agenda on them, I immediately get a shift in, like, the time that I get the messages. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a different way. It's a different thing. It's a different way you go about it when you actually know how to talk. You know what I'm saying? When you actually are that guy. The thing about it is that not everybody can be that guy. So when you watching videos like this, you know what I'm saying, I want y'all to understand that in a way he's always going, this guy, and I'm not trying to down him because I don't know him. I don't know the reason how he really is, but a lot of times he only seeing half the picture. You know what I'm saying? Because especially if you're talking about statistics, you only really seeing half the picture. But when you know how to move and you find a way to move for yourself, I promise you, most women, they fold. They fold, like they fold quick, and they give you all their time. They give you all their attention. Like, they really, I'm be honest, it get kind of annoying, like, sometimes. I'm be honest. But at the end of the day, it's like, when I hear shit like this, it's kind of funny, because it's like, damn, like, it's so many y'all. It's for motherfuckers for this channel to do so well. It means there's a lot of motherfuckers that's like this, and they really don't understand women. I really don't understand women. Like, it's crazy.
Attention you gave me in the courtship. That's why she divorces, seeking to relive her single life when she was 20, being invited to all kinds of places, having many suitors. Everything was excitement and fun, seeking the initial stages of a relationship. But the wall is a cruel karma, showing her that her prime has passed, that men no longer see her the same after a divorce, that she has children.
I'm gonna let you know, if a woman got children, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really take it that serious. But if she look good, she look good. I'm still gonna hunt her. I've shot on women that's like 35, 40. I have shot on some grown women. You know what I'm saying? I have gotten with some grown ass women. Honestly, it's kind of rare for me to fuck women that are younger than me nowadays. But mostly I go for older women. It's not like I look at their age, you know what I'm saying, it's just that I see them and I be like, damn, she look fine, let me see what she about. And they usually be like, how old are you? I be like, 25. They be like, 25. You know how they be trying to live boy you and shit. I be like, 25, are you a baby? Oh, you at 32? Bitch, you act like you 50 or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even that old. But it be like, y'all like, for the people who know, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's all. Women don't really need men in today's society. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck. But they want us. You feel me? They want us. They want somebody to really grab their ass. They want somebody to put them in their place. They want somebody to turn them on and tell them how good they look. You know what I'm saying? Tell them to wear something nice. Make sure you wear that black dress I like. You know what I'm saying? Wear that for me. You know what I'm saying? That not, there ain't got too many niggas doing that. So, I don't know. Maybe, no, I don't know. You're right. I don't.
And she becomes a single mother. She doesn't have the financial support of her husband. What she thought was rosy turns completely blue with tears of suffering. The wall doesn't forgive, brothers.
Men want attention and will do anything to get it, just like a child.
Let's correct that statement, okay? Some people will do anything for attention and do anything to get it.
They will be good to get attention and they will be bad to get attention.
It's almost like that's part of human behavior.
Stop answering to men when they make childish or pandering or accusatory statements.
Does one mean like this one?
Responding to someone who has interrupted a conversation that they aren't even invited to is like saying it's okay that they're there.
Well, that's nice, but I'm definitely interrupting this conversation.
Ignore, delete, block, whatever you have to do to not trigger a cortisol or endocrine or any kind of response in your body. It's about you.
Now there's a radical change in priorities. Everything is about the individual and their feelings.
The less that you acknowledge that it's happening, the more that it becomes background noise and the more that it literally just doesn't even exist anymore.
But yet, here's a post about it.
But for women to recenter and heal and decenter men and not consider them to be a part of blah, 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 to not consider them, they aren't invited to this piece of ourselves that is working on ourselves, that is working on us being the center.
Yet, ironically, one is still centering men in this conversation.
You know what's crazy, bro? A lot of women actually want to learn from y'all. Like men. Like, the shit that we go through, the shit that we do, you be surprised like how many women get taken by like real philosophical conversations. They get taken by that shit. You be surprised how, like, I'm be honest, let's say I'm watching a movie. We could be talking about literally, for example, what I was watching? Guardians of the Galaxy or some shit. Right? Just off of me breaking down how I see Guardians of the Galaxy, a woman literally would get hooked on you. She literally be like, I don't want to watch no other Marvel movies unless I'm watching it with you. Just to hear your perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reality though. But like, I guess, and that's why shit like this be so funny to me, cause it be like, this shit only true for certain individuals. This shit not true for everybody. This is true for most men, for most guys in today's society. It's true because if you really walk around like, and you see, because I'm one of my big examples where I was just around guys most either work the club or I'm out somewhere, or when I was in the military. And you look around, most guys are like extremely dry, boring, no personality. That's a real thing. Women like that too though. I ain't gonna say this just guys. They got a lot of NPC women for real. Like they ain't got shit going for them. It's almost like they really just sitting there taking it all in. And unless you really, jab at them or try to, spark them up. I don't want to make the video too long. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know how it is when you actually, get at a woman, tell her to get her shit together. How she act, how she respond. You just think you know everything. You just think you know everything. I know everything about you. You a fucking open book. I flip the pages with you, bookmark your shit. The first conversation we had, I already knew what I was gonna do with you.
And no amount of good behavior or bad behavior or tantrum throwing or gesturing is going to get precedence over me and my well-being. Once I'm centered in that space, I'm willing and able to listen to anybody.
Just a thought here, but perhaps the best way to get others to listen to what one actually has to say would not be to start out generalizing a group of people just for the sake of grabbing their attention, and then perhaps one's words might actually carry more weight.
She accuses men of seeking attention, yet here she is, over 50 years old, making TikTok videos, talking about men. What irony, brothers. Ma'am, please sit down. A woman should be taking care of grandchildren or go play with her cat because she's on the wall. And the wall doesn't forgive. Women always want to grab a man's attention by any means necessary. They need it. They crave it. No matter their age, they always want men to notice them. So when they can't grab a man's attention anymore, they start making videos to criticize them. It's the law of the mirror. They reflect their own deficiencies. This woman could talk about a good marriage, but since she doesn't have one, she prefers to tell women to ignore men, not to give them attention. In short, she wants to spread her misery. That's why I told you, the wall doesn't forgive.
My marriage failed in my 20s, and
Let me tell you something about this guy. This guy right here. Always. This is for people in the lab. This is not for everybody. This is for strictly the lab viewers. Always pay attention to what a person is saying about another person. Really understand that that's really how they think. Right? This month, like, come on, bro. Because you got to think, he said that she's 50. So he has to feel, I ain't about to get into it. But I always say, they got different kind of individuals. They got snakes, they got chameleons, they got doormats. You know, all the motherfuckers that's just like soft motherfuckers. They got different individuals. I ain't gonna say which one I think he is or nothing like that. But this is what I am gonna say. They got motherfuckers who feel like they can prove themselves. They gotta prove themselves. They got motherfuckers who like to beat around the bush and like to lie and deceive. They got motherfuckers who really don't have no self-respect for themselves. Now, if you really look at the whole individuals, all of these individuals, and you circle them and bottom them up, you can always pick apart who is who. I don't know who he is. I don't know him. This is a video on YouTube. I don't know this guy. But you can always tell off of somebody's language who they are.
I want to give y'all some advice if you've never been married before. My marriage failed for a lot of reasons, but I think this is my biggest downfall. I never thought through what kind of husband I wanted. Which probably sounds dumb, but I didn't think it through, and now that I'm divorced, I have a list of like the traits I want my future husband to have. I spelled it all out because I'm not settling. I'm gonna share with y'all what I wrote so that you can go make your own list. Because even if you got a great boyfriend, you need to think these things through. I was dating my ex for 3 years before we got married. I never made a list. I loved him and that was enough for me. Stupid, you need a list. This list isn't what you want them to look like or anything like that. It's the traits you want them to have, like what type of person you want them to be. I literally wrote out things I want in a husband. I never shared this before because I didn't want men to like form themselves to what I want, but I have a boyfriend that's made me add to the list now, so it's okay if I share it. Don't be sharing your list with these men though. All right, things I want in a husband. Loves the outdoors, cuddles in the morning, good hygiene, warm, happy personality, no mental health problems or correctly medicated, surprises me / does cute things, plans dates, bachelor's degree or higher, which my boyfriend doesn't have that, but he has a great career, so that one was kind of superficial anyways. Good job, nice vehicle, that one was superficial too, and my boyfriend's vehicle is a junker, but it made me appreciate my car now. Anyways, manly man, spiritual leader, lives an active, healthy life, can do projects, very sexual, puts me in my place. I got that one underlined too. Never calls me mean words, likes to dance, good with money, enjoys creating social media content with me, motivates me to be my best self. If you don't have a list, go make yourself one, and if you're on any...
You looking for me, baby? You ain't ready. Your girl say she don't like to hear mean words. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. You better, boy. Get the fuck out of here. But besides the mean word, you looking for me, baby?
Any sort of self-discovery journey, I 10 out of 10 recommend journaling. I bought this at the beginning of my journey.
That's like regular shit though. She said spiritual shit. She said having a nice car. She said all that kind of. That's like regular shit. She said regular shit. That's regular shit, y'all.
230 pounds. And I wrote in here, like, I am here to rediscover myself. This was my best friend throughout my weight loss journey. I've even gotten angry before and like ripped pages out of it, but I put them back for, the story.
Your biggest downfall was reaching 230 pounds and making your husband want to leave you. Don't have a wish list like your Santa Claus. It's not like you're going to Walmart for groceries. Because, as I said, they can wish for a man with a good job, a nice car, who's affectionate, who only pays attention to them, who makes money with a bachelor's degree or higher. In other words, a perfect man. Because this seems more like a full...
Nah, let's just be honest. He said maybe like, he said he added some shit on there. He added some shit on there that wasn't on there. She basically just want a masculine man. She want a masculine man that got their shit together a little bit. That's all she really said. But let's just be honest though. You the problem, right? She is the problem. If she is the problem, that's a conversation that you would have to have with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really... This for the players who really come across a woman like this. Keep in mind, people that's in the lab, we already meet her standards. That ain't really nothing. But the real thing is this. Is she meeting our standards? Do you know how to cook? Do you know how to clean? You talking about you want a good leader husband and all this shit, but do you listen? You know what I'm saying? Can you follow instructions? Are you helpful? And then you gotta show me that. You know what I'm saying? You could talk it, but you gotta show me. Cause we already know you know how to flirt. We already know you know how to, you know. I know how to have a good conversation, so I'm gonna have a good conversation. Unless you just like scared as fuck. Like, and then I gotta be extra patient. Which I ain't got time for no more. I ain't got time for little girl. That's why I say I mostly be fucking with older women. Or women that's like a little younger than me. I'm 25, so it's kind of like 21 on above, 20 on above for the most part. But, nah, bro, like, she got a standard. She has a right to have her standard. But at the end of the day, fuck her standard. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, she can have all that shit going on and just meet. All you gotta do is be able to talk to her, and you can knock her ass off. Talk to her, put her in a. She said put her in a place. She said a couple things though. So I was like, that's most women. I'm gonna keep it a buck. What she's saying is what most women want. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm being honest with y'all. What she's saying is what most women want. At least she's saying it. At least she ain't say no shit like cuddle with me in the bed, cooks for me. You know, at least she ain't say no nut shit. At least she ain't say no nut shit. She said regular shit. She said regular shit. You know that's what most women want, right? Like, I'm just keeping it a buck. In America, we live in America.
Full-time job to get involved with a single mother and divorcee. Wonderful. Every man's dream. Here's the irony of women. They can make a list of everything they want their man to have, then expect him to meet a series of requirements to be with her. But if a man sets standards, they get angry. Imagine this man saying he has a list, and she responds that she has one too. On his list, the first thing might be not overweight. This man would be labeled misogynistic, fatphobic, and all the purple-haired collective would come after him to crucify him. Because how is it possible not to want a woman who is overweight, as was the case with this woman's ex? She talks about how her life improved after leaving a disastrous marriage when she weighed 230 pounds, didn't work, and spent her time complaining. What sane man would be happy in that situation? But of course, she leaves her husband, now loses weight, typical of modern women only getting in shape to snag a beta provider for a second marriage.
You can't afford to stink. That's why Old Spice Total Body Deodorant is a way to stay fresh all over.
2 times the stain-fighting power for less. Tide-free and gentle. Gentle on sensitive skin.
Be honest, y'all. I want y'all to be honest. Right? How many fine women y'all know with baby mamas? Right? Fine, like sexy, bad. Leave it in the comments down below. Let's go. Don't even try to let the video play on. Go to comments right now. Leave it down below. How many fine women that y'all get? Now, go to the comments, motherfucker. Now, with that being said, fine, sexy single moms means that these are women that y'all would want to smash. This is women that y'all want to smash. Dating, in my eyes, is really just fucking. Y'all, we fucking, we getting to know each other. That's what it really is. So, All the sexy, fine women that y'all said that were single mamas that y'all just thought about that ran across y'all head when y'all thought about it. Y'all wouldn't try to knock them off, bro. Hey, man, listen, I see the woman with her kid. Niggas like 10, 11 years old. I didn't give a fuck. What? Don't I give a fuck about that little nigga? Go. She say. I say, come here for a second. She say, go wait in the car. Hey, listen. She be like, my son's not home this weekend. Are you free? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's what's wrong with y'all. That's what's wrong with y'all. Like, y'all getting so mad, but really and truly, like, this shit set up for y'all to like had to experience. Like, y'all can say whatever y'all want. Oh, you just trying to smack? No, listen, I don't be lying. That's what's wrong with y'all niggas. Y'all be lying. I'll let them know. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I don't look for nothing serious right now. These niggas say beta provider. What if he crushing this woman? What if he just crushing this woman? What if he's the reason why she lost weight? What if he was like, listen, let's go ahead and, come to the gym with me. I'm going to give you a little workout, show you some of my friends. Y'all go ahead and get to know each other. Y'all work out together. What if he did that? See, I don't like assumptions. That's why I don't like assumptions.
It's funny because it's true.
Oh, honey, if only I had an easy answer for this one. Honestly, that's another misguided phrase people employ that also drives me crazy. Why are you still single? Unless it's asked facetiously, like, how are you still single? You're fucking awesome. But when people ask as if it's a problem they're trying to get to the root of, I can't stand it. And I don't know if you, like me, have done some self-reflection over the years and have tried to come up with an earnest answer, because the truth is I probably didn't put myself out there as much as I should have throughout most of my 20s. I had a lot of insecurities I let hold me back, and I was much more passive about connections coming to me rather than seeking them. But then again, I have friends my age who were aggressively dating during this time, and they're also still single. And I have never once looked at these women and thought, well, you're single because there must be something wrong with you. Are there things they could stand to work on or improve within themselves? Absolutely, but that's not exclusive to single people. We're all learning and growing. It doesn't mean we're not worthy of finding a partner to do that alongside. No matter what you do or don't do, there is not one single strategy on this earth that is going to make a suitable partner just appear. Anyone who tells you otherwise is selling something. And that's not to say what dating coaches are selling isn't always legit, because some of them certainly do have some helpful insights and advice, but none of them are going to pull your future husband out of their back pocket. Personally, I can't stand when people refer to dating as a numbers game, meaning the more people you go out with, the more likely you are to find someone. No. For me, quality trumps quantity. Saying yes to a bunch of mediocre dates when I know before going in that they're not the one is not helpful to me. And that's not to say I don't...
I ain't gonna cap. This is what I'm gonna say to that. Right? A lot of y'all are like this woman. A lot of women like this exist. And a lot of y'all are like this woman. Now, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. Women like this, you need to crush as soon as possible. Don't not try to go on no date with them. Try to crush them and watch them show. Watch how they show their hand. Watch how they show their hand. It's women like this that show their hand the most when it come down to, and I had to learn this because I was one of the motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, I was on just trying to get to know you all the time, and I missed out on a good bit of women just doing that. It's for the players, by the way. I missed out on a good bit of women, like, just by you being like, you know what I'm saying, or let's say I'm thinking about Tinder right now, because I met a lot of women like her on Tinder. Real life, not really. I don't really want a lot of women like her in real life. I'm just keeping it a buck. But on Tinder, you're going to run across a lot of women like this. If you come across and y'all get on the phone, get at her. Get at her. And watch how she folds. Cause it be women that be like, you know, I don't really date, I don't really do this, I don't really do that, I don't really go out, I don't really like doing this, I don't really like doing that. They be the easiest. They be the easiest, bro. Women that be like, I'm a virgin, they be the easiest. Because once you apply pressure on them, you know what I'm saying? Once you let them know, like, oh yeah, I like. Oh, let's say she like nature, you know. Oh yeah, I like nature, you know what I'm saying? I always like, you know, being outside, you know, sitting on the bench, listening to the birds, listening to the wind blowing up against my skin, just, you know, chilling. You know, so I could definitely, I can imagine you with me here right now. You know, me rubbing on your thighs, me rubbing on your inner thigh, kissing on your neck. Get in her head. Get in her head, dog. Get in her head and watch her crack. Over the phone. Instantly. Text messages. Flirt with her. Go at her. She is going to, women like this, crack. When it come down to like you applying pressure to them. But me personally, I used to pick up on it, but I will still be on that, like, still trying to get to know you. No. Go at her. Go at her. Do not just let her skate by. Go at her head. Because at the end of the day, she don't even know what the fuck she missing. I promise you she don't. She don't. She really don't. Because most guys are not trying to really crush. You know what I'm saying? They not really trying to go at her. Most guys are really trying to get to know her. Most guys are playing it safe. Now I ain't saying just first message, like, listen, bitch, I'm trying to get in there. I'm trying to lick your pussy. No, I'm not saying don't do no goofy shit. But what I am saying is like, remember that a woman like this has like a limited amount of flair in her life. She has a limited amount of flair in her life. So because she has a limited amount of flair in her life, and she's gonna let her insecurities get the best of her, you have to be on her so hard that she is like kind of like on edge. You supposed to put a woman like this on edge. You know what I'm saying? Like, this I ain't trying to make this video too long, so I ain't gonna really break it down no further. But for women like this, bro, remember, bro, apply pressure, bro.
Give men I'm doubtful about a chance, because believe me, I do. But I also don't want to waste anyone's time, mine or theirs. Yes, the more you put yourself out there and get to know other human beings, the more likely it is you'll find someone. But that doesn't mean you have to go on a date with everyone. There are other ways to meet people. Hone your hobbies. And let's remember, just because someone has found someone else doesn't mean it will last. People break up and get divorced all the time. People who meet their partner in their late teens or early 20s and are together for 7, 8, 9 years, sometimes they outgrow each other and the relationship doesn't last. Having someone at present isn't a guarantee for the future, even if you both commit to it. And while I'd like to believe there's a lid for every pot, some lids are just harder to come by. Some pots are more basic. They're easy to pair with any lid. Doesn't mean it's the lid for you or that you have to settle for a lid that's good enough. And it doesn't mean there's anything inherently wrong with the pot or that it can't make a damn good soup. You just have to search a little harder if you want to find its counterpart. I probably overextended this metaphor, but I'm not mad about it. Point is, love and relationships come easier to some than they do to others, but it doesn't mean you're unworthy of receiving any of it.
I'll tell you why you're still single. It's because of that stupid idea that something better will always come along. Most women, if not all, have suitors, men who would be very willing to have a relationship because there are plenty of single men out there. But they still want a winner because none of them want to be the woman of the process. What do I mean by this? In the past, a woman would date an average man, and they would both build together, coming from the bottom and adjusting over time. Nowadays, they don't want to be the woman of the process. They want to be the woman.
Let me be honest with y'all, bro. Most women, and I said I wasn't gonna go I wasn't gonna really go deep into this, but I really am. But most women do not like fuck with most guys because most guys. Alright, this is one of the biggest pieces that I've learned from a woman, from asking her, why do you fuck with me so much? You know what I'm saying? Calling me on my phone every day, trying to have a conversation with me every day, sending me so many messages, double texting me, triple texting me. Why do you like me so much? She said, because you're the only person that really talks to me. Like, you are actually talking to me. Right? You gotta understand is that when you talking at a woman to a certain extent, she gon' sense the judgment. She senses the, You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that's pushing her away from you. But when you actually just look, you listen to her, you break her down, you understand her. You can understand exactly where y'all connect and just leave it at that connection and honestly branch off from there. Because all she needs to do is get comfortable. Once she gets comfortable, you good. But you gotta actually find where is our meeting point at? Where is the best place for conversations for us to have? You know what I'm saying? How can I flirt with her? How can I turn her on? What's the best way for this kind of woman? Me personally, I run across it. When you get to a point where you seem like you run across the same kind of woman, you flirt to them the same way in a certain extent. But like women that's quiet, you don't flirt with a woman that's quiet the same way you would with an aggressive woman. You don't quote unquote bad bitch, the attitude of a bad bitch. Like, you know, you got to deal with them a certain way. You got to really, you know, talk a little shit to them, but at the same time, let them know, listen, I'm still going, you know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to really fuck with you for the sake of this fucking video. I ain't trying to make it too long, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like a friendly woman, you know what I'm saying? It's more likely for you to just come at her and she literally freezes before she even get a chance to really react. She got to really see if this really you. You know what I'm saying? A reserved woman, she wants you to do everything. You know, these are different kinds of women. Friendly women might flirt before you do. And might not even like you for real. But they flirting with you and they see how you flirt off them seeing that the fact you can flirt. They might eventually ask you what, you know, they might get turned on to the point where they really only want to talk to you. So it's like, as friendly as they is, they only really talk to you. They only really want to talk to you. Like, crazy as it fucking is, like there's different kinds of women, but it's like if you not the type of motherfucker that's, you know, trying to understand them, but at the same time take them to the bedroom or trying to take them to the destination, trying to take them from the phone call to the date to the bedroom. If you not trying to get that bedroom involved, I'm just gonna be honest, dog. You're soft, bro. You're soft, bro. I listen. I ain't gonna say you're soft because some dudes, they really like to just turn women on to the point that they read and they can't help themselves no more. I understand that too, but they hinting at it. But dudes that do that, they hint at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done that before. But I was hinting at it the whole time, so she was wet as fuck before I was even, you know what I'm saying, we was even ready. She's like, what's the fuck? Like, she like, what was there? Like, damn, you just play too much. I was like, what you mean? I don't want to make the video too long. You know what I'm saying? I don't make the video too long.
Woman who finds a man, as we saw with the other girl who's well employed, has a good job, a nice car, a career or business, earns more than 6 figures, and in some cases is a 6-foot-tall man. Do you really
say none of that? She didn't say none of that. And this is when you get guys, like, this is guys that watch this, they make themselves, by listening to this shit and believing this shit, they make themselves feel like they're not good enough for women. You know what I'm saying? And that's the real bad side of like watching this kind of content a lot.
really know how many men can meet such standards? A minority. That's why they're annoyed when asked, and when someone wants to keep investigating because they're attractive women and because there are many single men, yet they can't seem to find one. They'll always say, I have to work on myself. I'm the one holding myself back, not you. You should just lower your standards.
Bro, I literally had a woman, right? Oh my God, bro, I'm trying to make the video so long. But long story short, she was like, real life did not talk. And now I know most of y'all, oh, women lie. No. I met her on Tinder, met her in real life, like talked to her on the phone. I realized for real, like she had serious fucking insecurities. And I can really see like, oh yeah, this bitch really don't do nothing. You can tell by how insecure she was by simply listening to her. But at the end of the day, she was so comfortable to the fact she was like, I'll do anything for you. And she was really ready to do anything for me. It was not bullshit. She was ready to, she did some shit for me. But what I'm getting at is this. I'm 6 feet tall. I'm 6'1", so I can't really say that. But I'm not exactly wealthy. You know what I'm saying? Well, I kind of am. But I'm not exactly like, you know, the 1% of money. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, it's a thing of attitude. It's a thing of like, you gotta know how to move, bro. You gotta know how to move. Watching a guy like this, like saying this kind of shit, this shit does damage to people. Like, y'all gotta understand like how much damage this shit does to people. Like, be the guy that she compares to. Like, she compares, listen, for the players, for the people that's in the lab, be her standard. Like, y'all talking about lower her standard. Be her standard. Like, in whatever way you are, you should be working in your life. You should be moving in your life. You should be non-stop moving. You should be non-stop growing. You should be non-stop correcting. You should be non-stop adjusting. You should be non-stop disciplining yourself to grow. So when she talks to you and you have a real conversation with her, you got to understand that she is going to feed off of you. The reality of it is that most guys don't work on themselves in dating. Don't work on their mouthpiece. Don't work on the business. Don't work on, you know, building their mentalities. Don't read. Don't try to increase. They don't do any of that. And to be honest with you, you don't necessarily need any of that to get a woman like this. This is my point that I'm getting at, is that most men don't even believe in who they are enough to get a woman that don't want nobody. So, by y'all saying, oh yeah, she needs to lower her standard, y'all gotta understand what y'all saying to y'allself. She thinks she too good for me. You think she's too good for you. The reality of it is, why the fuck do you give a fuck about what the fuck she think? Look at her. She pretty. Cool. What else? What else? What else is that? Figure it out. Fuck all that. Figure it out, because she don't even know. 9 times out of 10, she don't even know what really makes her attractive. She don't even know. Show her. Push the pendulum. Tease her. Get her. You know, I'm not trying to make the video too long, because I need to make this a whole fucking... I need to make this a whole video, bro. Man, get this video to 50 likes and I'll drop a whole video on this right here. This topic that I'm talking about when it comes down to just flirting with a woman that claims she has high standards. Tease her, man. Tease her. Play with her. Connect with her. That's all it is, bro. Let her connect with you. Let the woman connect with you. You do not need to be rich. You do not need to have high status. You do not need to be 6'1". I have met some ugly, fat, bad built, low life ass motherfuckers who get hella hosed. And most of you motherfuckers ain't fucking up. Let's just be honest right now. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest.
Bet on it.
And that y'all not fucking up, because some guys, they just... some of y'all literally can't. Like, some of y'all literally can't get with no woman.
A man's potential because they're hitting the wall, and the wall doesn't forgive.
Say this, and I am going to pin this to my profile. When I say that I am a single woman and I am happy, this does not mean that I don't like relationships, that I hate relationships, that I don't see the benefit in relationships, or that I never want a relationship. It just means that I am single and I am happy, and I am not going to place everything on finding a partner. That is it. That is all it means. How is it so embedded in your brains? You have brain rot from the association that single women must always be miserable in the incessant pursuit of a relationship to find worth and value and meaning in this world. That when a single woman says she's happy, you immediately take that as some sort of reflection of what she believes about relationships. Single women, single people can be single and be happy and still leave room for someone incredible to come into our lives that could bring an incredibly enriching experience. That is more than possible. And my frustration, my fire around this comes from the fact that when I dare say that I'm happy, when I'm just out here thriving, living my life, creating, figuring it out, trying to figure out what the hell is going on in this world, that is taken as some mission statement about what I think about relationships. Are you mad? Are you actually mad? Because they are not. There's no correlation between the two at all. Embracing your life.
She getting fucked, bro. She getting fucked. Y'all ain't even pick up. Y'all ain't even catch that. Y'all ain't even catching that. She's getting fucked. She's getting fucked. She getting fucked. I know what's going on. Hey, send me her Instagram. Put her Instagram in the chat.
For what it has to offer you today is the #1 way to just be happy instead of living in constant want. I do not promote being in a relationship as better or being single as better. I promote the idea that you choose for you what is best and I will choose for me what is best. And then we respect the differences between us on our own individual journeys. Is that so hard to grasp? And as much fun as it is to talk like this, what I want to say is that loving, healthy, supportive, mutual relationships, 10 out of 10, back that horse, ride it all the way into the sunset, 100%. But also know that your life has so much to offer, whether you are in a relationship or out of a relationship, whether you have that or never find it at all, you have so much to discover.
This means she's as lonely as the sun at noon on a cloud.
This man don't know nothing. This man don't know nothing. This man don't know nothing. Y'all listening to this? Is this y'all champion? Is this your king?
Cloudless day. When you hear a woman shouting from the rooftops that she's single and happy, just pay attention to the keyword, single. She's announcing herself, hoping for suitors, because someone who's genuinely happy.
Let me show y'all what I saw. Let me show y'all what I saw.
Not mean that I don't like relationships. That's what it means in this world. Can be single, incredible to come happy, and still leave room for.
Alright, now listen. This is what I see. This is what I seen. Now watch closely.
Someone incredible to come into our lives.
I'm telling y'all. Look at her. That girl getting fucked. Y'all don't even see that.
Before we go, the questions are for you. What do you think about the woman who divorced because she felt lonely?
Man, fuck all that. Hey man, let me know what y'all think down below, man. Leave y'all comments down below. Let me know what y'all think. Tell me what y'all learned from the video, man. This is my question to y'all, bro. Do y'all honestly think that y'all can't? Nah. This is for the motherfuckers that who just live in a regular life. Do y'all not think that single moms are fine? One. Would y'all not like to have casual sex with a woman? Be honest. Leave it in the comments. Tell me why. Just tell me why. Just tell me why. And do y'all think that there are a lot of guys in this world that's literally not fucking with no women? And tell me why y'all think that. You know what I'm saying? You like this type of content, leave a like down below and subscribe. Because I drop bangers like this all the time. And I'm going to see y'all. I'll see y'all.